Hello and welcome, or welcome back if you've been here before. At risk of sounding like I'm introducing myself in primary school, my name is Emma and I play a lot of Sea of Thieves. I have been doing the Shores of Gold Tall Tales for a little while now, completely blind, like not using a guide or anything. We got up to the fate of the Morningstar in the last episode. Today will be Revenge of the Morningstar. We start today's Tall Tale by speaking to Sandra at Daggertooth Outpost, but just to recap so far, we collected the Shroudbreaker. We found some stones for the Shroudbreaker. We also spoke to somebody in a tavern who told us some stories about Briggsy, who I think stole the Shroudbreaker. I've honestly got a little bit lost at this point. There was a bad pirate lord called Briggsy, but it turned out that she wasn't so bad when she was younger. She was just a bit of a dreamer. In the last episode though, we went around and we collected some souls and tried to free them, which is what we also did in Wild Rose, which was a story of two star-crossed lovers that we had to try and track down, and it turns out that an evil pirate, surprise surprise, had killed them both. So obviously, once again, this will be completely blind. I won't be following a guide or anything, so we'll see how we go. But let's hop in and go and see Sandra. For some reason I had it in my head her name was Sarah, but it's Sandra. Let's vote for the Revenge of the Morningstar. It's the second to last tall tale in the Shores of Gold. Oh, that's fine. So, an abandoned ship whose crews were cursed by a malevolent skeleton lord. Does its wreck hold clues for the Shores of Gold? I think I might have seen previews of this. I'm sure I've seen previews of this. It's like a really cool underwater thing. So I think, if it's what I've seen, spoilers of.
What's your interest in that old book? Trust me, the ship it speaks of is too old and too well beached to salvage anything of value.
Watch me.
Just a musty old wreck full of rotting scraps and broken promises. All I was able to scavenge was the captain's final message. From what he says, it seems there was only one survivor.
Oh, there's another ship here.
No one's seen them in years. Wait, I recognize you. Word around here is you're going after the Shores of Gold, just like the crew of the Morningstar. You're a little late. Greymarrow caught up with the Morningstar long ago and stole their Shroudbreaker piece for himself. Even if you knew where to find him, he'd never give it up without a fight. Take the book if you think it'd help you, but if you're planning to take on Greymarrow, you should know that he's no ordinary skelly. He's got some nasty tricks up his sleeve, and plenty of friends too. Well, I've said all I can.
Let's just wait.
You can either take my advice or not, I suppose. Now leave me be. I've got a ship to finish.
Right, there we go. Thankfully we heard the last of the voice lines before we died there. An account of the final battle of the Morningstar and her crew by Captain Eli Slate. If you are reading this, you have found the Morningstar, or what remains of her, beached at Boulder's Cay. My crew have already abandoned ship, save for she who fell, or perhaps fled overboard before battle began. Okay, so Boulder's Cay. Scattered throughout the ship are records of our final hours. If you likewise seek the Shroudbreaker, I implore you to recover them. They may prove vital for your success, or even your survival. God. Okay, let's start heading towards Boulder's Cay, because I have a feeling these people are going to be... Where'd he go? Okay, well, let's just sail away really quickly. Boulder's Cay. I have absolutely no idea where that is. I have a horrible feeling, actually. It's really far on the map. Oh, it's actually not as far as it looks, to be fair. I'm hoping that when I watch the recording back, I will actually see where that person shot me from. But at the time, I was looking around and I was like, I literally could not see anyone. I have no idea where he shot me from. At least we were greeted on our return from death with some pleasant music. I'm going to try and read a little bit more of this book as we sail over. Any hope that we might elude Greymarrow, our pursuer, was lost when we stumbled across a tattered and yellowing scroll, upon which our likeness had been crudely sketched in charcoal. Though the runes were unfamiliar, I have some small skill with ciphers. Soon I was able to comprehend a little of what I can only assume is some private skeletal tongue. Ooh. It is a bounty. We are the quarry. Oddly, this made my decision easier. We might outrun one vessel, but never an armada. This tale of our Morningstar has reached its end, and now her crew must part ways. Whatever is needed to survive, but perhaps that will buy us time. We need to escape him forever. And prevent the Shroudbreaker Stone from falling into his hands. To be snared by Grey Marrow is a fate worse than death. Okay, well, yeah. Just need to keep heading towards Baldur's Cay, I guess, and collect whatever remains there, whatever evidence we can find. Put our best Sherlock hat on. We've made it to Baldur's Cay, but I don't actually know where this ship is. Apparently it's beached. Beached somewhere around here. Oh. Okay, well. We need to find some remnants or some instructions or something. Although, if this is the ship, it really is wrecked. Oh, this is the ship. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty destroyed. I've added some pages. I don't know if that's all of them though. It said scattered around. Cargo manifest. Barrels abandoned with ship. Ropes abandoned with ship. Uniform see note. See note. Okay. Bananas take with crew. Can't leave it. Oh gosh. Can't leave the bananas behind. Okay, so we're looking for some uniforms, I think. Grog abandoned with ship. Boo! As if they abandoned the grog. Planks abandoned with ship. We've got to ditch our uniforms. Captain's orders. How are we meant to ask about Grey Marrow without them? They're too nice to burn. I've given them to Fontaine to bury on the island. Okay. West side should be the best, where the sand's deepest. Can't believe they abandoned the grog. What a terrible waste. It said they were scattered around, I think. Unless it was the ship that was scattered around. West side of the island, where the sand is deepest, is where they plan to bury it. Bury the uniforms. Definitely the west. Yeah. Where the sand is deepest. Maybe closer to the rocks this way. I definitely read that right. Oh, hang on. There we go. Morningstar chest discovered. There we go. Okay. So I was right. It was I just needed to look a little bit more. Right, we have the uniform. Now we need to work out what to do with the uniform. Oh my god, there's an actual code. Oh, bloody hell. Yikes. Payment received. Thank you kindly. When one of your crew wants to chat about all things Skelly, they'll find my tavern offers the warmest welcome on Sanctuary Outpost. Don't worry, I won't say a word to anyone unless they're in those handsome uniforms you're so proud of. Loose lips sink ships. On that note, the old drunk Jasper, was running his mouth in here last night. Says he tried to join your crew, but you turned him away. He only went and blabbed about your voyage to Grey Marrow's goons. My other customers didn't take kindly to that. Not sure I'll be seeing Jasper for a while. Okay, so to crack the code. Sanctuary Outpost. Oh, that's so close. What? Rare treat. Right, so next we need to put on the uniform. Put on the uniform and go and find Tracy, who I'm guessing will be in the tavern. Oh, I've got a dress. Nice. Cool. Well, let's have a look at this. This beauty. Ah, yeah. It's a look. Annoyingly, it's turned to nighttime. Let's go and find Tracy. I'm pretty sure Tracy will be the lady in the tavern. Yes, there we go.
No hurry.
Where can I find Jasper? Oh, Jasper, what a silly little man. Yes, he was the one who ratted out you and your crew to Grey Marrow. We don't take kindly to that sort of thing around here, so a bunch of pirates persuaded him to leave the outpost. I wouldn't waste your time searching for him, though. He'll have gone to ground now that the damage is done. If you ask me, the only way to sort out this mess is to stop Grey Marrow once and for all. Tyler in the trinket shop can give you more information on that. If you decipher what he's saying... Oh, no. Guess this is why we have a code. I'm here to collect what we paid for. Well, there's loads of different ones. Right, okay. You recognise the uniform. Of course, I've got a memory like a steel trap, I have. You're from that fancy galleon, the Moorhen. Or was it the Maverick? No, the Morningstar. Slip of the tongue. No one else dresses so finely. I thought I was expecting you earlier, but you're here now and that's what matters. I heard you'd run into some trouble out there. Or am I thinking of somebody else? Here to collect what we paid for. Oh yes, a very handsome sum it was too. I wrote down everything I learned from you, all official like. I just seem to have misplaced my notebook. Not to worry though, it's all safely lodged in my noggin. You wanted to know about Commander Clay Sparrow? That the fellow? His thugs are after some old mug apparently. Not sure why they're so thirsty, but they're still poking around Sinking Cove. That's the place on my name's not Taylor. Tyler. Oh. Sinking Cove. Other than settle my debt with some grade A gossip, I'm not sure. You can always browse my stock, of course. I did hear that you'd put a chicken and a snake in the same animal cage and shake it hard enough they'd turn into a sea serpent. And an old Merry Merrick was in here the other day, says he's going to start a mining company or such thing. Right. He did mention if you put a snake and a chicken in a cage, it would come out as a sea serpent. Captain Slate sends his regards. Oh, there's more here. Ha, well the uniform's a bit of a giveaway. Eli always did like his crew dressed up smartly. Your ship's famous in these parts, one of the first to reach the Sea of Thieves, wasn't she? It's a proud history. Of course, a famous pirate is always going to attract trouble. Some skellies actually came looking for you. His lucky Duke was here. He saw them off with the business end of the blunderbuss before they could start any trouble. I've been asking all about Grey Merrow and his skellies on Eli's behalf. Rumour has it they're after a gorgeous crystal skull buried out on an island somewhere. I don't know what they plan to do with it, but if you want to find Grey Merrow, I start by tracking down his gang. I have it on good authority they're digging out at Cannon Cove, and people know better than to lie to me. Okay, right. Cannon Cove, I think, is our heading. And then I guess we spoke to that dude because there was a code. I'm not really sure what the code is, but we've at least got a start. We've at least got direction. Let's see if we can work out what it is we're supposed to be doing here. Apparently there were some skeletons or something on this island. I'm wondering if I have to solve the code to work out where it is on this island I need to be. Or something like that. Is there like a cave or an underwater thing here? I think this island has some other caves. I know it's got this like hole in the middle of the rocks up this way as well. So there's this Sinking Cove, I think, maybe. In here. If this is the island, I think it... Yes. Oh, there's a skeleton. I noticed this before. Skeleton with a sword. But in a cave. It could be the Sinking Grove. There's some books and a table, some candles. I've almost cracked the code. Flame, bone, lord, sun, north star, a heart, wen, chalice, skeleton, skull. It's almost like I need to find whatever this is. It's almost like I need to find marks written somewhere. And then I can work things out from there. But I'm at a loss. Let's keep looking and see if we can find anything else on this island. There was something about skeletons here. So I'm guessing what we're looking for is skeletons. Oh. Oh. Much sand. Oh. Oh no, one of those skeletons is one of the daylight ones. Oh god. I feel like the sword feels different. Oh crap. Oops. The sword feels different in game at the moment. I'm not sure why. Let's try that again. I did actually look at the captain's name on the skeleton because there was another part to this, I feel like, because I also needed to find a person called Jasper. But if it's not called Jasper, then Jasper is somewhere else. And Sinking Grove is the clue. No, it's Captain Gripper. So I think there must be Jasper on a different island. And I'm gonna guess it's Sunken Grove rather than Sinking Grove. So that's a similar name, and I don't know how else I would solve the clue. Come on, Skellies. You know what, you can just take the orders and go. And there's the code. Gripper, listen to your lord. I needs to slumber while I sleep, ye to bring me the stony skull of that cursed rascal. Douglas. If Captain Shaw can follow orders for once, I'll soon have the means to bring him back to us. R shall be my resting spot near the camp to the east. R shall be my resting spot. So the first one is Captain. Captain. And then it's like a little squiggle with a line underneath it. Squiggle and line. Skull. Captain Skull. Okay. And it's just kind of a dot. From. And then, God knows what that is. It's a line, squiggle, and line. Kind of. From skeleton, I think. Is that one? Is that the right one? Is that the right symbol? It's the closest I can see. From skeleton. From skeleton tree. And there's like two little broodies. From skeleton tree, walk. And then it's kind of like a little upside down V with a dot. Walk north. What is skeleton tree? Northeast. When. Camp. Camp face. Right, I've translated it all. Captain Skull. From skeleton tree, walk northeast. When camp face southeast, walk 5. Face North Star, walk 7. Dick. Now the main problem here is I don't actually know where the skeleton tree is. So it is causing a slight problem. Skeleton tree. Unless the skeleton tree is where the skeleton is like stabbed into this tree up here. Like, could this be skeleton tree? From skeleton tree, walk northeast. If we get to a campsite, which to be fair we are. Walk northeast. When camp face southeast. Camp face southeast. Walk 5. Walk 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. North. Face North Star. Walk 7. Somehow. I'll dig here just in case, but... Oh! Okay, well I messed it up royally, but somehow I managed to find it anyway. That's pretty lucky. I have no idea what to do with said skeleton, but all good. I think we have to go to Sunken Grove. I think Sinking Grove is Sunken Grove, so I think that's probably our next destination. And I'm hoping whatever we're supposed to get at Sinking Grove / Sunken Grove is going to unveil the next part of the quest. Let's see if my hunch about Sunken Grove was right. We have a skull. I don't know whether I need it now or not, but I think here is where we're looking for Jasper. Oh.
I am stopping to rest. We know where the good cup is, yeah. Buried under the big skull.
Where are they?
Thieves. It ain't just a cup.
Where are they?
What he wants this time.
Is there a cave on this island? Come on, keep talking. I need to find you. Let's try going further down just in case. It did sound like they were above my head though. There's a cave here. Don't think I've ever actually been down here before. Oh yeah, here we go. Captain Shaw. Should I cook some bananas while we're fighting? I don't have a banana to hand, but I do have a coconut. Ready for the battle to end. Oh, I've just realised there's no fire lit. Gosh darn it. Well, that was stupid. I literally just put this on for no reason. Oh well, I was saving it for later. Oh dear. Oh hum. Right, that's done. Let's have a look at these pages then. Oh, that was Captain Shaw that we've just fought. Oh, hang on. Oh yes, last chance, Shaw. Bring me that cup. I'm not to be roused till you and Gripper have both returned. I shall take my rest at 12. Douglas knew the Morningstar's crew on site. With his help, we'll finally hunt down the coward who escaped me. Okay, so there's more instructions, basically. Right, I'm going to pause the recording here while I spend a long time deciphering those again. Right, I have deciphered it. It should say, when South Beach ship face rising sun, walk when Kraken bone face North Star, walk when tree face setting sun, walk 7, dig. So first things first, let's head to the South Beach and see what we can see over there. Right, so we need to wait for the rising sun. South Beach ship face. South Beach ship. There's another Kraken bone here. Okay, I guess we need to wait for the rising sun then. Unless this is the ship I'm supposed to face? When South Beach ship face rising sun. Walk when Kraken bone face North Star. North Star. This be the Kraken bone that faces the North Star? Or could this one? Well, this one's probably more likely to be facing the North Star, I think. Potentially. When tree face setting sun, walk 7, dig. Nope. Damn it. If I just dig around some trees, maybe I'll dig it up. It's quite a large area to try and dig around, though. I hope I've deciphered it properly. You can see all these little dig holes from where I've just been, like, attempting to dig up a chalice so that I have no idea where it is. Oh, I've got no idea where it is. There's some will rise this way. It's rising sun, walk, Kraken bone. Rising sun, walk. Right, so basically it's saying when you're looking east, walk until you reach the Kraken bone. When tree face setting sun, one of these trees facing the setting sun, I guess, walk 7. Oh shit, there's a massive Kraken bone here. God's sake. Okay, so I'm guessing this is the Kraken bone, not that other little one. We go north, face North Star, okay. Till we get to the tree. Face setting sun, walk 7. 2, 3, 7. God's sake, I can't believe I completely missed that other bloody Kraken bone. I'm an idiot. Back to the ship we go. Now we need to work out where it is we need to go. So these were both part of the stuff that Grey Marrow had sent his crew to try and find. Bring me that cup. I'm not going to be roused till you and Gripper have both returned. Oh, so we need to go to Grey Marrow basically next. I should be at my resting spot near to the camp to the east. R should be my resting spot near to the camp to the east. Wait, does that mean it's back on Cannon Cove? Or R in 12? They've made a point of saying R in 12. Kraken's Fall? Would he be resting there? Let's try that. It's a bit closer than going back to Cannon's Cove, to be fair. The trouble with Kraken's Fall is that it's an absolutely massive island, and I have no idea where we need to go. Fingers crossed. We just need to look for something that looks vaguely like a resting place. Maybe some custom music will play, you never know. Most of you guys by now probably know how much I love the custom music, so I mean it's eerie enough, but this could be a resting place. Maybe not. I'm kind of thinking it's probably going to be something shrine-like, basically. This guy seems to think he is a king. Ooh, what about this? This table here. It has 2 spots for an item, for items. This could be it. I think it's this. We've done it. An end to evil deeds.
Dares disturb my slumber. Your uniform. You're one of Slate's crew. I thought I
Where is he?
bound you pitiful wretches and left you to rot. That curse should be unbreakable. That means you must be an imposter. I don't know why you wear the uniform of the Morningstar, but perhaps you'd like to suffer the same fate.
No, thank you.
Those cowards didn't deserve to reach the shores of gold.
Oh, he is actually spawning.
An imposter is easy to spot.
You're easy to spot. ugly melon. Get your blood. Oh shit. Get your blunderbuss out of my face. I hope he's still going to be here, and the fact that I died doesn't mean the quest is ruined. Oh, he's there. Okay. That's right then. Whoa! That's a bit rude. It's quite resourceful though. What is happening now? He's a trickster. Oh lord, he's like an actual boss. This is probably the hardest fight I've done so far in these Tall Tales. Actually, no, that's a lie. That's a lie. The absolute waves and waves and waves of skeletons in one of the other ones. The Art of the Trickster was probably the hardest fight and the most annoying. Where is an ammo crate when you need one? Okay, well I'll just have to swing my sword at him then, I guess. What I need him to do is I need him to do the ground pound and kill those two. Kill him! Go on, you've got this. Go on, ocean crawlers. It's a nice easy fight for me. Just let this unfold, you know. Yes, they finished him off. Amazing. Yes, I got it. Tri-bright Straker Stone discovered. Right, I guess I go and hand this to somebody at the pub. Is what normally happens with these things. There we go. Return to Sandra at Daggertooth Outpost. Luckily, it's actually quite close. This Tall Tale was really interesting. It was. I liked the cipher that you had to kind of break to get the pieces, and the fact that obviously it reveals a little bit more about who's tried to reach the shores of gold before. In terms of actual story, though, it's not as interesting, I think, as some of the other ones, but still really good. Still a good way to unveil parts of the story. Let's go and see what Sandra has to say with our Shroudbreaker Stone. Here we are.
Is it true? Did you really destroy Grey?
I did.
Am I finally free of him?
You are.
You have no idea how good it feels to hear that. The truth is, I went back to the Morningstar out of guilt, not out of greed.
Oh.
I was Jill, the one who jumped overboard rather than face
What?
After that, I gave up my name and my old life to hide from him. I tell everyone I'm building a ship to fight a kraken. But the truth is, it's so I could escape if he ever found me again. Still, I always wondered, could I have made a difference if I'd stayed and fought alongside the others? I'll always carry that regret. And maybe that's what I deserve. But I'll sleep a little easier now I know the others have been set free. You know,
She's
that
Jill.
uniform looks better on you than it ever did on me. I'm glad someone's picking up where we left off and aiming for the shores of gold. I'll clean up this piece and pass it along to you-know-who. But before you go sailing blindly into the Devil's Shroud, you should speak to the only pirate who ever used the Shroudbreaker and lived to tell the tale. You'll find her at Morrow's Peak. Good luck.
Morrow's Peak is the final chapter. Wowzers. And there we go. Number 8 complete. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube, and don't forget to follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/emmalilico. That's EMMALILICO. I publish videos every Tuesday, so don't forget to turn on the bell for notifications, and I'll see you again next week.